Welcome to another episode of
What Dis?
I'm Allison and my co-host.
Voice of the people.
All right, so we're back for another week. Big up all the viewers and subscribers and listeners. Another week.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
All of those nice things. It's a rainy day today.
It's a rainy day in Georgia.
So, you know, if you're hearing a pitter-patter in the background, it's an authentic Jamaican sound.
Our Shirley children them.
Our Shirley and our baby them around. So, yeah. So, all right. So, send some more stories. We'll jump off right now. This last week, the reopening of the Port Morant and Arcadia health centers. Good things.
Yes, things are going.
Yeah, good things.
Yeah. We welcome.
Yeah, man. Good news.
We welcome the fact that, and the Arcadia one has been closed for some time before the one in Port Morant.
Right.
So that is good. So you can have a proper PC term. You will have a good amount of people being served by the Arcadia Health Center.
Right.
And not having to force everybody to Port Morant.
Right. We welcome that news.
Yes, big up.
Yeah, we welcome that news. That's good news.
Ministry of Health.
Yes. We see you positioning yourself for
Health.
the impending by-election, so carry on.
And
All right.
we spoke about the Yalas Health Center last week, and in the ministers, while cutting the ribbons, he mentioned that the Yalas one will be open soon.
Right. Yes.
So
yes.
we welcome that as well.
Yes. From Yalas to Landuri, that's a crazy distance to travel to access healthcare. So, yeah, we welcome the news of the reopenings and the pending openings. Yalas?
Yes.
Yalas will soon get phone on. Also, Morant Bay Fishing Village gets a facelift.
Yes. They're getting bathrooms.
That's it? That's all they're getting? Just a question.
That's what I saw in the news.
Okay.
I don't know if it's shops. I don't know if it's shops per person or whatever, or vendor, or shops per vendor, or a number of shops. And I'm not sure if that's the plan. Mm-hmm. But I definitely know they're getting new bathrooms.
Okay. Well, you know, sanitation is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when you're handling food.
So, yeah, we welcome
that is good.
Listen, all of these things, we welcome it. We welcome it. The people need it. So, we welcome the facelift for the Morant Bay Fishing Village, and we welcome the reopening and the pending openings of the health centers.
Yes. And we're coming down, you know, we're coming from east, coming towards the west. So we get Arcadia, Port Morant, and we come on Morant Bay now for the fishing village, and now we are go out of the roundabout.
But also, I saw that at the hospital there was some repaving as well. Like they got some asphalt in the parking lot.
Exactly, that is good.
Yeah, that's good too.
We not have to broke with foot.
And we not have to broke with front end. So
yeah, when you have emergencies and you need to leave, and so we not have to damage before we left the hospital compound.
Yeah, man.
So that is welcome as well. And now the Morant Bay roundabout.
Yes, the Morant Bay
getting
roundabout.
A facelift.
Yes.
At some time last year, the sign Morant Bay was erected.
Yes.
Shortly after the one in Bull Bay. So now, along with the sign, we're going to get beautification. So now we're getting plants. And a little...
based on what I'm seeing, you might be able to walk around it. Like there might be a concrete area. Maybe. Based on what I'm seeing so far, you may be able to walk.
Oh, so we might get something looking like the roundabout out of airport.
Airport, right. You might get something looking like that. Yeah, with solar
bad.
lighting and all. We welcome all of these things.
Not bad.
Don't get us wrong, you know. If good things are happening, we're going to say and we're going to highlight the good things.
Yes.
The good things that are happening. If things are not going so great, we're going to say it as well. If somebody's doing something that affects the people negatively, we're going to say it. If somebody's doing something that affects the people positively, we're going to say it.
Yeah, but for this week, a good thing.
Yeah, it's positive news this week. With no rants.
Me not rant this week.
No rants this week. So JPS and NWC, you know, all right for this week.
Me not rant this week.
All right. Yeah, the roundabout rehabilitation. All right. not so good news for some. The by-election for the Morant Bay division.
Yes, the people still want to know what is happening and who will be representing them, because they're saying that even though the mayor should be representing those people that in the division that the councillor died, they don't have any representation. So they're calling for a by-elections. I think this is their third or fourth protest.
Yeah, just a couple of days ago, I saw it on the news that they were protesting again.
Yeah,
So they're intensifying their call for a by-election, and it is not unfounded. You know, it is. It should have happened. You know, a long time ago.
Speedy by-election, I go on and send.
Right. So I just hope that the strategy that is being implemented actually works, because it might not work. It might not work.
You know, always there.
It might. I just hope that this strategy works.
I just hope that the people they don't fall on deaf ears, because we tend to sometimes not understand that the politicians really work for us and not we for them.
You know what? When you mentioned that, I remember when the now administration they got elected for a second term. I remember that, and the Prime Minister, in his opening message after being sworn in as Prime Minister for another term, for a second term, a part of his speech, and I cannot get this out of my mind, and I quote. This is not allegedly. I quote. No princes or princesses were elected.
I know you lying. Say?
He said, and if I can find a clip, if somebody can find a clip and just, put the link down somewhere, I know he definitely said no princes nor princesses were elected.
But yet,
okay,
the Prime Minister is acting like he's the king.
Well, hot in the news this week is the Honorable Andrew Holness and the Integrity Commission report that was released. Over 100 pages of...
170 pages to be exact.
How many?
170.
Okay. Yeah, so I haven't seen it. Have you seen it, Voice of the People?
I haven't seen the document, but I've seen excerpts and clips.
Right.
Of
for
the document. I haven't gotten a chance to read the
I haven't read it.
document
You
yet.
haven't read it. So we
Everything
cannot give
I am saying
it's based on
allegedly.
based on what we've been seeing and hearing in the media. So
no say me
right.
say.
Deanne Jackson Miller is one of the more credible persons and sources in the media landscape. So I listened to her program, and she gave a good synopsis of what the issues were.
Says.
Right.
Yes.
What the potential.
It's good to listen to Deanne, because Deanne coming from a journalistic
and
point of view and a legal point of view.
So she breaks it down. She breaks it down, and if you have a chance, if it's somewhere maybe on TVJ's website, you can listen to all angles. She did a synopsis of what the challenges may have been in the report, and why it is that red flags are being raised.
No, I have quite a few bullet points. First things first is that the Prime Minister, after the report was published with recommendations, the Prime Minister took to Parliament and said he is going to seek legal advice, which is within his right to do that, about what the Integrity Commission has raised or as recommended,
or how they're going about it.
No, Then he calls into question the credibility of the Integrity Commission. Now, may have an issue with the Prime Minister and people's credibility when things don't go his way.
That's kind of like the general posture.
Yes.
I find with the government.
This is not the first group of people or not the first person, but this is the third time the Prime Minister has called into question somebody's credibility because what he expects did not go his way.
But also, it's like if you're calling into question certain things, how dare you? If he does, well, not even just him, as I said, just the government in general. If something is done and people are raising questions, how dare you? If you've said or done something and we're saying that wasn't cool, how dare you? Like,
Generally, they seem to have a very arrogant standpoint.
I don't see him. They are.
Yeah. But yes, and back to the credibility and the thing. There are things in the report that raises red flag, and I can see why. Now, if first things first, you're in a public office, there is no public and private, and me not get why the Prime Minister is now trying to differentiate being a public figure and a private citizen. I don't get it. When things are go your way and things are go good politically for you, yes, you are the people's general and everything. But when you come under scrutiny, you claim to say them take it personal. Or you take it personal and I say them interfere in your personal life. No.
You're public first. You're a public figure first.
Public
and not
first.
Just any public figure. You are
the Prime Minister of the country. That is the highest office in the land. You are subjected to public scrutiny. You not get to pick and choose when the public scrutinize you. So, that too. Then again now, the Integrity Commission made recommendations that they needed further investigation on some things that they saw and some things that are not clear enough to them. Right? I understand it. Now, after the Prime Minister talking at Parliament say, people out forget him.
Bad mind.
There are people, basically, layman's term, the people in bad mind.
So this is the narrative that has been posited ever since this whole Integrity Commission scrutinizing his private account. Is that nobody likes to see a ghetto youth thrive.
And Joe is not a ghetto youth. Take yourself out of ghetto people business. But ghetto youth. Anyway, yes.
But like
my issue now.
I feel like fly up in our people and face. No.
Like you not realize that them put you there so and they can take you down from
fly up in our people and face.
See there and them give you and they can tell you get up. You behave like you are lad of mercy. Nobody can take you out of it. Jamaica is a democracy, not a dictatorship.
I don't know. All right.
But anyway,
there's something else that I wanted to bring up, but afterwards, yeah.
Anyway, moving along with it. I was looking forward to Diane's program, All Angles, to see if the Prime Minister would have come to speak to the public, the Jamaican people. No, he didn't. He sent
a member of his
communications task force. And
that was
believe me, people,
a mistake.
This young man acted as if he was going to lift Diane off the chair and throw her outside the TVJ studios. And indeed out for elbow Julian Robinson. And also, he came with a very combative spirit and behavior. even when they are correcting him about things he was saying, he behave as if nobody enough is say nothing to him because he know what he must say. No, you can't be like that. And for a person who is part of a communication task force, no.
All right. All right. So, Jamaicans, we don't take anything seriously, right? So, we consider our elections like Jamaica Sports Day. You have orange house and green house. No.
Blue house, drop out.
And you have the neutral, you have the independents. Along the same vein of the very arrogant and defensive way the young man presented himself and the justifications on Dion's program, the goodly minister of local government, also in the news, I saw him on a podium saying that he, and no problem in defending the integrity of the honorable prime minister, because nothing is conclusive until all of this, because, this could all be just a flash in the pan, as well as, and he'll be fine, as well as there's actually reason to be concerned. So either way that the balance tilts, the minister came on the podium and said, we are willing to go to any length, and this is not quoting, this is verbatim, we'll go to any length to defend the integrity and the character of the prime minister, even if that means going out in the streets. Now, to me, that sounds like, tell your supporters them, figure fight.
Yeah, that's basically saying it's on site.
Yeah, like, go fight people, fight the people them, thump them in their mouth if you hear them talk about the honorable Brogad. That is what I got.
Me just.
And for me, from somebody who is a leader in this island and we have an issue with crime, those are fighting words, yes. Honorable Minister. Those are fighting words.
But them not take it well. I understand. But in breaking down the report, though, the young gentleman on the program, the communications representative.
Oh, we're going back to this young gentleman?
Yes, because he said a few things were rubbed me the wrong way.
Right.
When you're going to say they must scrutinize the prime minister, like he can account for every money when he spend. So if he got down in constituency and spend $20,000 or one round robin, or one fish fry, or one barbecue, if he record that too. I don't think that is what the Integrity Commission is referring to. And it is not $20,000, sir. When you can oversight $20,000, it's not even $200,000. It's $20 million plus dollars. Huh?
I'm sure. So if you walk up to anybody in this country and say, would you like $20 million?
Me not tell you no.
Nobody's
going to tell you no. And then ask you a few questions.
Nobody's going to tell you no.
Me I take it and then ask you a few questions. If me have to get back, fine.
Right.
But
so 20 million is not no small.
And a small and a drop in a bucket that.
Yeah, and a small money that.
The issue of it going between the one money going between three companies which he's
a director
a part of is called for suspicion.
All right.
So I get it. But this is what I'm saying. He came out and he said, them call foreign auditor and foreign auditor not find nothing. As a person who did business in school, an audit by an outside source doesn't mean that they didn't find anything. It means that they can recommend for things to either be looked at again. An outside auditor cannot say definitively, this needs to happen. He can recommend. Same thing that the Integrity Commission does. It cannot say,
arrest this man. Yeah, arrest this man, right.
If there are discrepancies and they said recommend that the FID do an in-depth investigation, it no mean to say in do something wrong. It just means that something is off and we need further investigation to clear it up. So it can go either two ways. The FID can do an investigation and still they did not find anything warranting criminal charges against the Prime Minister.
Fine, and we are right with that.
And we are right with that because then go through it with that next fine teeth comb and realize say it did account for and that did happen. It just the recommendation just means it needs second eyes. Just like how uno go pa Privy Council with cartel and Privy Council tell uno say
a foolishness uno do.
Foolishness uno do and uno need to start it out.
Yeah.
It simply means that you need second eyes. So just like how we required second eyes from the Privy Council. Cartel carry it up they kind want second opinion. But hold on. That's the thing. No, it come down. It doesn't mean that criminal charges would be brought against him. You just mean that you need to do further investigation and iron out some things. But the response of the Prime Minister is making things look suspect. And for me, after the segment with the communications person and Mr. Robinson, and then you had the two young ladies, the two ladies that came after in the second segment, I can agree with the young lady who said,
Daniel Archer, big up
Daniel.
Yeah, man.
We say,
very bright,
when
very
the
bright.
Prime Minister said he didn't know that he was being investigated, we were saying if he don't know, he don't know. But now when you have evidence, tangible evidence, paper trail, that he was notified more than once about being under investigation. No, you lied to the whole country.
And that is what she was saying. She's saying my leader, my Prime Minister
lied to me.
Did not, I don't feel comfortable anymore because my Prime Minister, my leader made it seem like injustice was being done to him.
Exactly.
And then when it comes to light now that he was actually knowledgeable on some things, I'm not quoting, I don't know exactly what he was knowledgeable about, but he knew that some things were happening. And he came to us.
He got an official communication.
He came to us and he said he did not know our X, Y, and Z. She said that was the disappointment, that you are misleading the people. That is the challenge. You are misleading the people who actually trust you.
If Andrew did come and say, I mean, I get it. Being under investigation, you're not in any way allowed to come and probably publicly say, I am being investigated by so and so, because you don't want public outcry upon certain things. But even come and say, all right, I got a communication that Integrity Commission needs to do so and so and so and so. But you tell we say you don't know nothing about it. And now it comes out that you knew, you were told, you got communication. Fear the secretary never carried Kongio. You were told. No, for me that's a big deception.
That's a red flag.
That's not a red flag, Allison. That's a black flag.
But, you know, I also saw a clip floating in the social media because, as I said, this whole thing has dominated this week in social media, this last week. I saw a clip. Somebody found a clip of him back in maybe 2016, 2015 there when he was going up against Portia Simpson Miller at the time. He was actually calling for the creation of the Integrity Commission.
With the listen to me. For real, you know? Me never remember nothing about that. That's something when he called for the independent body.
Yes.
To investigate.
The whole traffic go thing.
Through a fine teeth comb. With the other side for the traffic gura story and the FinSac story.
Yes,
because that came up in something again where they are saying how Integrity Commission a chuck down pa Andrew about in declaration.
And Trafigura and Finsac.
And Trafigura and Finsac still not clear up yet.
Yeah.
So this is my thing. You lobbied for the independent body to investigate 2 other instances. And now,
when they're investigating
you,
it's offensive.
It's offensive, and their credibility is called into question.
Yeah.
It looks suspect. Mr. Prime Minister, it looks suspect.
The Honorable Andrew, my Honorable Prime Minister,
it looks suspect.
It look one way.
And as I said, I take issue with the arrogant behavior, because every time things seem it doesn't go his way, he comes out as if the world is against him.
But also, as I said, it's like a general posturing of the whole part.
The administration.
Yeah, of the whole administration.
If you try to hold them.
All right, let me tell you what. Wait. The general gist that I get from this administration. We know what's best for you. Shut up and let us do our jobs. That is what I get. And that is problematic for me. And I'm sure that's not only me. That's going to be problematic.
That's problematic for a whole heap of people.
That must be problematic for a whole lot of people.
A whole heap of people.
But just remember, again, people who are in representational politics
are public offices.
People who aspire to higher office or public office, remember,
he was the same one.
You are a servant of the people, not the other way around. And as I said, whenever there's gonna be a change of government, if the government of the day does this, we are gonna change them out again.
The thing is, the Prime Minister was on the political platform and saying that he thinks, and he is the people's Prime Minister who will hold people in public office accountable. So why is it now that when you are being held accountable, everything wrong? It not look good.
No, it look good.
It not look good.
But also,
it not look good.
Along the Honorable Brogard, Vision 2030.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Hold up. From I was in high school, we're here about Vision 2030. No. I have left high school some number of years now.
Yeah, just a few years now. A few years now.
Me not out my age. Not a few.
Enough years.
More than 10 years gone, so it's not a few. We are here about Vision 2030, and every time there's an election, you get a piece of what Vision 2030 will look like. Now today, the vision for 2030 is a little blurred. That is what the headline says. So those are not my words. That is the headline in the newspaper. Vision 2030 is blurred. And we're there now? 2024. So we're not so far off.
Okay, so for those who may have forgotten what Vision 2030 is, I'm here on the Government of Jamaica's website, which says, what is Vision 2030 Jamaica? Vision 2030 Jamaica is the country's first long-term strategic development plan and covers the 21-year period 2009 to 2030. It embodies the plans and processes of the realization of a collective vision encapsulated in the statement, Jamaica, the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. This is not allegedly, this is from the government website. So for those of us who don't know or are unaware of what Vision 2030 is, that's what it is. And just this week again, it has been said that the vision get blurry, I know.
Yeah. We're not sure if we are going to raise family. Well, wait, say it is the place to live,
raise families, and
work.
Do
well,
business.
I don't live, work, raise family, and do business.
Yes.
No, cost of living high. We still can't get no work, and work still not pay with where we are doing. And do business, and some people get for do business. No, me skip over the raise families part because this is where now I am going to say we're not so sure about that because
the woman them not breed again.
The birth rate. The birth rate is being called into question.
Woman them now breed again.
Because I remember the Ministry of Health had this slogan, 2 is more than too many. No. The slogan has been retracted because the birth rate low. So, but if we can't afford it, we can't keep producing children to come and
Well, I feel like I understand you have to, you have to public education on these things is important. But it just sound weird. It just sound like, ladies, you better start breeding up yourself. It's like, I thought we were trying to. So now, this is my thing. Before, when baby just a born, so. And then when I say, okay, ladies, let's
calm down
a little bit. Let's think about what it is that you really want in terms of family, raising a family. The girl them say, all right, we're going to think about it now. And it's not only the girls, because I might not baby formula in a supermarket at 4 or 5 grand, and that's a one thing. And I'm not sure how long one thing lasts. So, it people are now actually thinking about what it is to raise a family.
And the thing is that, not only that, the women are putting themselves first now because the men are not bearing the children. And there are complications come with being a mother or giving birth, and black women are the leading race in stillbirths, what you call it, of dying in childbirth and these things. And we have the most complications during pregnancy and then the health care is not as advanced to deal with these things, but yet still we figure breed. And I saw breeding go.
Yeah, people are thinking about themselves now. Them not think about the environment to which you're going to raise a child.
One time you could have 6 pitney and tell yourself say you could have collect food stamp if you make little ends meet pan where you are.
Wait, that is weird. In Jamaica?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
In Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
Food stamp?
Yeah, man. And even then, a then friend get food stamp and tell you, say, even though every person was entitled to food stamp, some people weren't given it because whosoever sit down in the office tell themselves, say, your parents are so and so, or because you're in that particular job or that particular position, you not forget the food stamp.
I see.
Yes. So a long time then something there go on. Now there is path for the children, the elderly, and so forth, so on. But that's still not enough.
Yeah.
Because the cost of living still high and the money not necessarily go up with the cost of living. Mm-hmm. So when we say we want more pay and then come with 4% or 6%, when you get that 6% on your salary, food gone up 10, 20. Mm-hmm. So it no make sense. You're still back at square one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're not so sure about the vision right now.
Yeah, the vision blurry, The vision blurry, And I remember in our last episode, Miss Facey did end a segment by saying, where there is no vision, the people perish.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So this week, in keeping up with Cartel, he's been kind of low-key this week. He's been...
It's family first this week.
Yeah, family. It's just really... if you see him out, he's with his sons and, his fiancée.
And his daughter.
And his daughter. Adiana.
Yeah. You still have a little time, people, to sell an organ. There are still sections of the stadium that are not sold out yet.
Right, yes. So concert tickets still available for December 31st. Remember, it's a Gaza Christmas.
Gaza always said.
Right. So I saw
other news.
Yeah, I saw an article. I didn't read the article, but Voice of the People, you brought it to my attention. I did see it floating up, but I did not read it. But it's where it said private investigators are being commissioned by persons living overseas.
Persons in the diaspora?
Yeah, in the diaspora, to just give an eye.
Span.
Give an eye on
Their partners.
their partners or significant
Significant
others out here.
So
And it's a
tell me
big
now.
money business.
It's a big hey. Let me forgot set up a local security company.
A big money
'Cause-
business.
Me don't understand.
So if you have a husband or a wife that's overseas, chances are, not saying it is, but chances are that they may be employing the services of a private investigator to watch what you do.
But we also need to remember that we are Jamaicans. And as dumb as you don't think we are not. Because I feel like some of them people and the private investigator I take on the money and share
Yeah,
it.
some people just take the money, you know. And I say, boy, I don't see nothing today, you know, bossy.
I mean, I need a little more gas to go and stay out for next week. No. That don't make no sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if
But
no,
if it
for
is
your
your
peace
job,
of mind, listen to me. If you feel for your peace of mind and your mental health, you make sure say your meds level away, pay your money. We are by far not telling anybody how to spend their money. Spend your money how you want to spend your money. If you want to employ somebody to watch your man or your woman down here, or both, if you want to spend your money to have a private investigator, keep an eye on somebody for you down here, by all means, go ahead.
Me fi take my little money now and budget for pay you fi watch somebody who is an adult.
I mean, if yeah.
No. If me suspect say something I go on and me ask you, and you say Ray, and me come into some evidence, I will a good conversation with you and we have some decisions to make. Me not pay nobody. Because at the end of the day, you take me money and tell me, say, no, John Tam, nah, did it. And then when me do my own investigation, John Tam, I lock my door, I touch my security system number, I lock in, I let out and I let in himself. My money, you must be mad. No. Anyway.
Well, this has been
another episode
of
Wha Dis.
What is this? I'm Allison, my co-host.
Voice of the people.
Another
I'm
episode.
here to represent the people as always.
Another episode, another space to have a conversation. And remember, people, take nothing personal that we're discussing here. If a foolishness, a foolishness. If a good something, a good something.
Take from it what you will.
So, not take nothing personal. I love same way. Peace, love, unity all the while. Until next time, peace.